Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the SmackDown Ring Report. You see right here, you may know what's going on between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. 3 stages of war for the first SmackDown coming up next week for the WWE Championship. We'll talk about it coming up. First thing first, this week we're going to talk about coming up. SmackDown will move to 3 hours. We'll talk about SmackDown heading to 3 hours and what does it mean for SmackDown going 3 hours. The stages ahead will cover probably the last hour of SmackDown within over 3 hours. Also, to talk about this, Jim Ross being accused once again of this was doing religious claims, racism. Talk about that coming up. But this is the final SmackDown for 2020. I think it's 2 weeks, right? First SmackDown, yeah, 2 weeks or so. We'll talk about that as more stuff. As well as more surprises. We see Trick News as well as Overfin and NXT. Star Wars. They be heading their way to the main roster. And that main roster called the Pro Wrestling Show starting right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. You see right here, I'm holding the replica belt version of the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in Raw, but hey, I'm going into the conversation. This is the Pro Wrestling. Don't forget to subscribe and tell a friend, call a friend. You can subscribe to us and this and that. If you're watching the Pro Wrestling Show, it's the SmackDown Ring Report. So let's not waste more time. Let's get things started. Talking about you see Joe Hendry versus The Miz. Joe Hendry versus The Miz had a Christmas element to it. Joe Hendry decided to do his concert. He had Samson's little elves with him serenading him, and Joe Hendry sing along. I guess Joe Hendry is going to be making his step into the main roster and stuff. One thing about Joe Hendry has done it. Joe Hendry did. Joe Hendry did so. As you see right here, The Miz is not a fan of Joe Hendry. I'm not a fan of nobody that really comes around SmackDown making their claim, making their mark. So the general manager, I think all just decided to do his general manager and it's outside the office, outside to address the concerns of the superstars, and did so. I think all this did by having Joe Hendry compete against The Miz in a match with so much Christmas element. Miz looking at the blue balls and stuff. Miz didn't know what to expect. One thing about Miz is in the match getting himself prepared, but he wasn't prepared for this. We saw American Alpha helping Joe Henry as well as a bunny. You won't believe who the bunny was, which will be shocked. Miz wasn't tired of this and was so fed up with this. Joe Henry picked up the win, and Joe Henry, along with his elves and the Easter Bunny, get the win over the Miz. The Miz didn't see the one coming. Miz took it. But guess who was the bunny? It was none other than R-Truth. R-Truth was the bunny. And R-Truth made it clear and made it his mission to thank mistaking Easter for New Year's and stuff. So R-Truth getting a big surprise, all doing the Joe Henry wave. As Joe Henry was waving on by. Well, we move on to that situation to the United States Championship. You see right here, Hendry Dragunov defending the U.S. Championship against Carmelo Hayes. Now we told you last week that it was going to be a title change, and it did. Carmelo Hayes won the United States Championship away from Illinois Dragunov for a tough, respectful match from what went down. Carmelo Hayes now holds the gold and packs the gold as new U.S. champion. And you see right here, as we saw right there. Saw earlier. See, as we saw, as we did tonight. So we saw tonight and how it was being and stuff. But it became that situation and stuff. Another situation kind of did so. Carmelo Hayes wins the United States Championship. You end up dragging up, gives Carmelo Hayes the lead, being and does it and stuff like that. How the lead was, Carmelo Hayes did it, prove to the fact that he was unstoppable and did so tonight. Carmelo Hayes now holds the United States Championship. It's like a payback of the middle 2 years ago when Carmelo lost the championship in NXT title, and now then I returned the favor, giving Carmelo the United States Championship. What a payback it was, a great payback, and it was. And Carmelo Hayes now holds the gold, the new United States champion. So congratulations to Carmelo. Well, Carmelo didn't waste no time. People are really vying for a shot. You see, John Gargano attacking Carmelo Hayes, knock him out. Carmelo didn't expect that. John Gargano now could be one of the first challengers for a shot at the United States Championship, which is crazy, but I guess that's what he wants to do. He was, being that way. And however, that was Carmelo Hayes. Now have new challengers weighing ways to challenge him for the U.S. Championship. So, speaking of Carmelo's spring, you see right here, Carmelo's ex-phone right here. Williams could be, like I told you, could be headed to Boston. Trick Williams giving himself the Cody Rhodes' clothes. Could be a few matches with Trick Williams and Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes and Trick Williams. 1-1 toe-to-toe. So, Trick Williams, hopefully he don't get screwed over like he did, and this will not be for the weak of heart for him. Cody Rhodes had more pressing things to worry about that went down and stuff. So we'll see what Trick Williams gonna do, but he's gonna make an appearance down the road, challenge Cody versus another time match for the W Championship. That's what's gonna happen. But Trick's fiance, last legend, you didn't see her nowhere, but she lost her match against Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair winning in the upset victory over Last Legend. Last Legend came really trying to go down to the legend. Charlotte Flair proved that, like I said, she getting herself prepared, getting herself ready and stuff. So Charlotte Flair winning her match tonight, doing the thing and doing the thing as well. So Charlotte Flair picking up momentum and stuff. But speaking of that momentum, Charlotte Flair knows that next week it was a backstage segment. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss will team up against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky in an 8-woman tag team match against Last Legend, Nia Jax, and the Kabuki Warriors next week on last SmackDown 2026. So we'll see that being the last SmackDown. That's 8-woman tag team match. Huge 8-woman tag team match. We're going to see. But speaking of this, the Soul Soul issued a challenge, My Family Tree, for the tag team titles. And they won those tag team titles. You can tell that those Y6 and Solo are going to be having combat. And when we see the combat, we're going to see it. We're going to see them. We saw that last week when these teams had exploded and started trying to beat the holy hell out of each other right here, trying to get the upper hand after that tag team championship match ended in a draw. We saw how it went down. So we see how it went. The team lost. So we saw how it was going to be. We're going to keep a real close eye on that. Solo still wants a shot at this tag team titles, faction versus faction, group versus group. Who's going to emerge victorious? But speaking of that, Obafemi, it isn't been yet. Obafemi is coming. Obafemi could be on his way. He made an appearance on SmackDown winning against Cody at Saturday main event. So we could be seeing the ruler NXT championship sooner rather than later. But we will have to wait and see who it's going to be against the mighty Obafemi. Obafemi going to keep a very close eye on that. I can tell you that right now. What Obafemi is going to do. Well, as you see right here, husband and wife duo, Aleister Black and Zelina. Still thinking it's nil not over between them and Aleister Black. But Aleister Black's gonna really have to put his foot down because at the last week, Aleister Black decided to damage Damien. We know they're gonna have a match next week, so we're gonna look forward to seeing Aleister Black and Damian Priest next week on SmackDown, the last SmackDown edition. Hook it up and see for who's the best of all. So we'll see. Now we told you earlier that Cody Rhodes was in attendance and Cody Rhodes was there to want to get his hands on Drew McIntyre. Well, he ran into some problems with Trick Williams making his appearance and Trick Williams making it clear that he's been a world champion, a TNA world champion NXT, that he wants some gold too. Trick Willie did try to set the tone and set the tempo and stuff like that. Well, the tone and tempo was set, but we saw it at the Drew McIntyre came out there, and Drew McIntyre said that he wants a shot at the WWE Championship. He had to make all these rules and promises that he had going for him. And Drew McIntyre said that last week when he had signed the contract and everything, all hell broke loose between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. Now, we now know on the first SmackDown of 2026. 2026. So we're gonna show you right quick. The first SmackDown 2026 will be 2 weeks away. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the league title on the first SmackDown 2026. So we'll see how that's gonna go. These teams and how this gonna jack off and jack hold in position and stuff like that. But we kind of know now what we're gonna see in SmackDown 2026. Like how we're gonna tell and stuff like that. So that's how we're gonna be. Well, Drew McIntyre signed the contract and it's gonna be the first SmackDown Birmingham. So we'll see. This was the first SmackDown 2026. So how it's gonna go. How it's gonna be coming forward between there. So we'll see between Drew and Cody Rhodes. Hey, we'll see how this is going to go between them. For the WWE Championship will be online in the 3 stages of hell match. So looking forward to seeing that between them. All right, move over to this right here on the SmackDown. The wrestling hot topics. We end the SmackDown League talk with this. Devon Dudley still claiming that by Jim Ross. Jim Ross made it clear that he is not racist and claimed that Devon Dudley doesn't know what he's talking about. And to me, I don't even know how this came up. I don't even know that Devon that he never experienced being that, but he made it clear and made that point. I don't know what's going on. That JR wouldn't do something like that. He hired a lot of athletes. He had the Rock, National Bush Reed, and everybody else. That doesn't mean that he could be, but I'm just saying his track record speaks clearly. If he was that, you would have saw that long time ago. It's just sometimes I don't know. Some people are just that that what's going on and stuff like that. You know, okay. But you see how this gonna go down and how it's gonna be. But I don't see Jim Ross doing such a thing like that, but Devon Dudley making up some. But you see how this gonna go down eventually between them. So I mean it's crazy, but it is what it is. But this just shows you um, the star power. Uh,
Hey, that Birmingham video,
yeah,
the video continued the soundbite. There just wasn't enough time. It froze on air. You had like 10 more seconds in it.
yeah. You talking about the tease video?
No. The sound bite continued.
Oh, this one?
Yes.
Okay,
It just needs like 10 more seconds after the thought.
okay,
Thank you.
no problem. So, thank you all for watching this edition of Pro Wrestling Show. We're gonna be with Drew McIntyre standing tall, Cody Rhodes, and he could be the next WWE champion. Thank you for watching. We'll see you this Monday for the Robert Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show.